Oh, hang on, the camera's on. Don't want the camera on. Not yet, anyway. Okay, is it on? I don't know. Is it on? Okay, apparently we are live. So, let's see if anybody's watching yet. Okay, and hello back, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but... So, welcome to the CoolDudeClem live stream. Now, in this live stream I'm going to be talking about the new show I'm going to do. Apparently there's... Oh no, we got some people watching now. So, I'm just going to get right in and try and do this. But first I'm going to pop out the chat so we can see this, if I can figure out how to do that. Okay. Right then. Now, I was going to do this live stream yesterday, but I didn't get everything set up. I thought I had everything set up, but it's not set up. I hope you can hear me. Hope the microphone's working. However, I had a lot of things, a lot of other things that I thought I set up, but you don't realise exactly how far you are behind until you actually try and do this kind of thing. So, let's get on to, okay. I've got no idea how that got in there, but still. So, as some of you may or may not know, I'm going to be doing a new show, a new animated show. And in this folder here I've got all the, well, like the characters and the other bits and pieces. Let me just get this on. Right, if I can just make sure that's on. I'll put that like that and that like that so we can see the live chat. There we go. Now, this new show that I'm doing isn't going to be about the Clement series gang. You might know the Clement series gang from some of my old cartoons. Well, they're not going to be the main focus. We're going to have some new characters, and they're going to be the main focus of the show, but Clement series gang are going to be in it. So, I thought I'd start with showing you the characters. If I can find them, of course. I'm a little bit unprepared still because I've only just finished having my dinner. It was going to be, I had to wolf down my dinner so I can get this done, Yep, I would use two monitors and put the chat into the second, but I don't have a second monitor connected up to this computer, so I can't actually do that at the moment. I mean, I might be able to get my laptop up and get the chat onto that, but I want to show you the characters in the new show. So, of course, if it would just do it without everything moving every time I try and click on anything. Alright, so let's just move this over to the left so we can see. Right. So this is one of the characters in the show, and his like story, if you will, his backstory is he's lost his memories, so he doesn't really know anything about himself. Oh, what is it now? It's amazing how your train of thought just goes when you've got lots of people watching. Oh dear. I was going to say something and it's gone right out of my head. Just give me a minute. It'll come to me. Yeah, so like I was saying, he's lost his memory, so he just thinks he's like a normal kid, but he doesn't know who his parents are or anything, so he lives in an orphanage. And he's very much like me, you know. He's a nice guy, you know, but he gets picked on a lot, just like I do, or at least I used to. Anyway, we'll learn a bit more about him in a minute. So, next we have this girl, and she is an alien from outer space, which is why she looks like that. And she's very much like him. Okay. And later on, we find out that these two are actually brother and sister. So you might be asking, why don't these two look the same? Well, the thing is, like I said, he's living on Earth and he's lost his memory, so he doesn't know who he is, and he's forgotten the fact that he can actually shapeshift. And the thing is, one day when he was down on Earth, he assumed a human form, so nobody else would, freak out or anything that there's aliens walking about. And my train of thought's gone again. But yeah, he got involved in an accident, so he completely forgot that he was an alien, and thinks that he's, a person just living on Earth. However, later on, his sister tells him all about who he is and everything, and he's finally able to change back into his true form, which is this. And basically they're gonna go on adventures around the galaxy and do all kinds of things. Oh, apparently we have Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob SquarePants in the audience. Yeah, greetings, Mr. Krabs. Now, there's a couple of other characters in the show. Just, one of them you might find a little bit cringeworthy. I certainly do, but you might as well. First off, the not so cringeworthy character, if we can get over there, is this little guy here. Now, he's a sort of a robotic plush toy that was created by an evil scientist, and he was supposed to be he was created as an assistant to this evil scientist, but I'm sure, as you can tell by the kind of character he is, he turns out to not be evil in the end, and he doesn't want to do this evil scientist's work, so he gets thrown out. And everybody on Earth, because he was created by this evil scientist, everybody thinks he's pure evil and must be destroyed. However, he meets up with our alien friends, and they know what he's really like. They know he's not evil. They can tell he's not evil. They know he's a nice guy. He goes and lives with them. And finally, the one that I think is a little bit cringeworthy. And I cannot believe I'm showing this, but finally, yeah, looks a little bit like Tails, and there is a reason for that. You see, originally when I was coming up with this show, all I can say is okay, whatever. But anyway, he joins up with other friends, and basically he's just like a little kid, you know. He's all, you know, he's generally a happy character and likes to have fun and things like that. But he's also pretty smart. And yeah, I know it's a little bit cringeworthy, because originally I was going to use Tails, but I thought that would be a bit weird, so I made my own character, because I didn't want this to turn into a Sonic fanfic. That would be, that's not what I'm going with. So, anyway, that's our 4 main characters, and like I said, the Clement series gang are going to be there as well, but they're only going to be in a few episodes. So, anyway, the main thing I wanted to do here was just get everything all set up, because I want to show you how I'm going to do this, you know, how I'm going to animate it, what I'm going to do, and things like that. So, in here we got all these, like, different folders for different scenes. So, if I say, go to click on the forest one here, and load up some of the pictures. Let's find one that actually looks like something that should be there. Oh, where did the name the Clement series gang come from? I don't actually know where the name came from. See, it was sort of like back when I was little, I came up with this thing that I called Clement series, because I was maybe about 6 or 7 at the time. I didn't really know what the word series meant, but they just kind of sounded, you know, they just sounded kind of cool together, so I put the names Clement series together, and that was sort of where it all started. Then, you know, later on in life, I made a few friends, and we just kind of called ourselves the Clement series gang, and it just sort of stuck, really. Okay, my opinion on Windows 10. Windows 10. I don't even know where to start with that. It's not something I would use. The latest Windows I've ever tried was Windows 8. I tried a demo of that and I wasn't all that happy with it. So, I've heard Windows 10 isn't really all that good, so I'm going to stick with Windows 7. Because, to be honest, I don't really know that much about it, but, you know. So anyway, getting back to this, you see we've got like forest bits here. Yep, I totally agree. Windows XP is awesome. It's really good. I still use it myself sometimes. So just kind of various different scenes that would be, you know, various different pictures that will be in that particular scene. Oh, that's good. That is good. 10 kinds of people in this world. People that understand binary and people that don't. Yeah, excuse me, I've just gotta have a drink. My mouth is running dry. No, I'm not having a beer, it's a Coke. In case you were wondering about that sound. Alright, so yeah. It is going to be in HD, this new thing, but it's not a movie, it's a series. Although I kind of want to do it in the 4:3 aspect ratio because I'm just a little bit old school that way. But yeah, it is going to be in high def. Alright, so you can kind of get the gist of it from what I'm saying here. I only have the odd lager once. You know, I only have those very rarely. I'm not an alcoholic, if you're wondering. Because I am old enough. I know I don't sound it, but I am. So, what else can I say? So anyway, I want to show you guys how I do this, you know, how I put it in Flash and everything. So if we look at one of the, excuse me, I'm not sure how long this is going to be, probably about an hour, something like that. But anyway, like I was saying, if we have a look at one of my drawings here, let's see if I can find a good one to show you. One that I haven't edited yet. That'll do. Let's just put this in the right. You can see here that we've got like 4 different drawings. And what I need to do to each of these drawings, let's see if we can find another one. Come on. Ah, here's one. See, I need to separate. I haven't actually tried this Peach Snaps thing, but I might give that a go one day. What I need to do is separate out all these drawings and make them as separate pictures. So I'm going to show you how I do that. Let's find one that will be nice and easy to do so I can... Alright, let's do this one here. So I'm going to paint like this. Sorry, the chat window's disappeared. Well, it hasn't disappeared, but I can't see it at the moment. You might be able to see that I've got each of these pictures labelled, so I know what each picture is, because when I started doing this, I didn't label the pictures, so I was thinking, you know, I was going through some of these pictures, and after I'd scanned them, and I was thinking, you know, just, where the hell do I put this one? What the heck is this? And it took me ages to remember what each one was, so from now on I label the pictures so I know which is which. So which picture's which picture's which. Now you know why I always edit my videos, because I always get my speech muddled up. So let's take this picture here. No, I don't want to draw a line. I want to select it. So I'm going to take this picture here, and I'm going to crop, which is Control Shift and X. So we just have this little picture here, and I'm going to save that into where it needs to be. Now this is going to be in the chase scene, so I'm going to put that into that folder. Let's give it a name. cloud coming down from the sky. I don't know why some people sometimes spell coming with a U instead of an O, but I think that looks kind of funny, so that's why I've spelled it that way. So we got that one saved. Let's do this one here. So I'll do that again. Let's just cut that out. Need to get rid of all this writing around the character, because that's going to make it a lot easier to put into Flash. So just remove that. Make sure that the background color is the same color as the paper. I don't know why it's appeared in this sort of greyish colour. It shouldn't really be like that. It's supposed to be white, but for some reason my scanner has kind of made the paper look a bit darker than it really is. It's kind of weird. Okay, so this one is, gotta save it. Moonbeam coming down from sky in a cloud, because they these aliens have this technology which makes clouds that you can ride in and go into space in and things like that. And this keyboard really sucks. So we got that. Now let's go back to the next picture. I have no idea what this is. Even though I've labelled this bit, I don't know what this is. It's a cloud bit. They were on while in the forest. It's the bit that he falls into. Okay. See? Even though I've labelled what that is, I still don't know what it is. But I'm going to save that anyway. So I'm going to save as. Okay, bits of cloud MF falls into. I think I've remembered what that is for now. Okay. Now we've got drawing falling into the cloud. Because what it's going to do is it's going to fall into the cloud head first and just have his legs sticking out afterwards. So I think that will look kind of funny. So let's just take a leg here. We'll call it MF falling into cloud leg. I should have called that leg 1 actually. We'll do this one here. So I'll crop. And let's just get rid of this other little bit of leg here because we don't need it. So I'll save that. Okay, we'll call that leg 2. If you're wondering why the picture keeps reappearing, it's because I'm doing the undo thing so I can get back to the rest of the picture so I can put it all in. Actually, if I do freeform select, I should be able to just avoid getting all that in. I don't know if that's going to crop if I do that, so let's find out. Okay, yeah, it does. That's good. Right, I'll just get rid of all this little writing here. I'm not going to do all of these pictures tonight, well, in the live stream anyway, because I don't really want to bore you with that. I just want to show you how I do this though. So I'm going to save that. I'll save that body. So, anyway. Now, I'm going to tell you why I do the animation the way I do it. First of all, I want to explain why the names are weird, because I know one of you has said they have weird names. It's because, well, it's basically because they're aliens, you see. And also I got the name of one of the characters from a song, which I don't even know if it's a real song or not, but it's a chip tune I heard and I thought it would, you know, sound like kind of a good name, so yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, I like to use Paint because I do have, oh, what's it called? Not Paint Shop Pro, I do have Paint.net, which I use to scan the pictures in and just enhance them. But it's just so easy to do all that kind of editing, you know, taking the pictures and cutting them up and everything. It's just so much easier to do that in Paint than it is in anything else. I mean, I know my way around that. Don't really know my way around Paint.net or anything else. So, you know, that's why I do it like that. And the reason I do my animation the way I do it is because, well, it's just easier that way. If I do animation with, you know, the normal way it's done, you know, on plastic sheets, like, what was it who said it? Like you mentioned it. It would just take forever. I mean, we would be here for probably, I don't know, 5, maybe more years with just me working on that. Yeah, like I said, I actually do have GIMP on my other computer. Don't really use it that much, but I use it sometimes. You know, I'm pretty much done with downloading things from torrents now. I used to do that, but I'm trying to kick that habit. The last time I downloaded something from a torrent was a piece of software that I already had, but I lost the disc for it, so that's the last time I ever torrented anything. So, anyway, now we've got the characters, I mean, now we've got these pictures all, you know, like, separated. I have actually done a video about how I import those into Flash, if any of you want to see it. So I'll do that in a minute. Thing is, I'm kind of running into a bottleneck with this cartoon, because even though I've got everything drawn and I'm pretty much gonna, you know, do all the things, I mean, trim up all the pictures, still got a little bottleneck with this thing, and that is the voices for the characters. I don't really know, I mean, what I intend to do, right, is I'm going to make the first 2 episodes, and then I'm going to make the trailers, well, not the trailers, but the previews of the next 5 episodes. But I'm going to do the voices for all of those, and if anybody's interested, you know, wants to provide voices for our characters, you know, after you see what they're like from those animations, I'm going to do, you know, after you see what they're like from those animations, I'm going to do, you know, after you see what they're like from those animations, I'm going to do, you know, after you see what they're like from those animations, I'm going to do, you know, after you see what they're like from those animations, I'm going to do, you know, after you see what they're like from those animations, I'm going to do, you know, after you see what they're like from those animations, I'm going to do, you know, after you see what they're like from those animations, I'm going to do, you know, after you see what they're like from those animations, I'm going to do, you know, after you see what they're like from those animations, I'm going to do, you know, after you see what they're like from those animations, I'm going to do, you know, after you see what they're like from those animations, I'm going to do, you know, after you see what they're like from those animations, I'm going to do, you know, after you see what they're like from those animations, I'm going to do, you know, after you see what they're like from those animations, I'm going to do, you know, after you see what they're like from those animations, I'm going to do, you know, after you see what they're like from those course, it's gonna be a little while until I get this out because, you know, I still got a lot of work to do on it, but yeah. Who's got Linux wares? Well, I used to do Linux. I used to have a computer with Linux on it, but we just don't, Linux and me, we just don't get on. I mean, I've tried loads of times to do things on Linux, but it just never really worked for me. I always run into problems, always have to use that terminal thing just to get anything done. I'm much happier with Windows because I can just go in, get what I want done, and forget about it. So, I want to show you some of the voices I've done for the characters. My attempt to kind of do the characters. Well, I don't know if these are actually going to be the characters' voices or not, but I'm going to play a couple of the Clement series gang voices, and then like the processing I did on them to change them. So let's take a listen to Jason's voice here.
Hi, my name's Jason. I was talking a bit loud earlier on, so they asked me if I could
Don't know if you can hear that.
redo my my voice demo reels, so I'm talking in a much...
Yeah. Well, the thing is, this is like my first live stream, so I don't really know what I'm doing. Well, I kind of do know what I'm doing, but I'm not kind of used to doing this kind of thing. But anyway, if you remember that voice there, and I can show you the changes I can make to it.
Yeah, my name's Bettina,
Oh, that's the wrong
and
voice.
I'm Jason's sister. For some reason,
Hi, my name's Jason. I was talking a bit loud earlier on, so they asked me if I could redo my my voice demo reels, so...
Oh, so, okay, so let's hear that with a different effect.
Hi, my name's Jason. I was talking a bit loud earlier on, so they asked me if I could redo my my voice demo reels, so I'm talking in a much softer voice, not quite the hemming.
Now, I bet you want to hear what my voice sounds like through this effect. So I'm going to show you that now. So, let's load up one of my normal ones. Have I got a recording of me? And what part of England am I from? Sort of the east of England, I guess. Well, anyway, you all know what I sound like, so, let's hear what some of these sound like.
My name's Jason.
Josh! Let's see what these sound like when I have my voice processed. And what time is it? It's about 8:40 here.
hello everyone, I'm Clement Seggers, and I'm the main character on the show. I'm the best character on the show, and I should be the only character on the show because I am the greatest character ever.
You'll have to excuse my huge ego on that one. So let's see what that sounds like through the low voice.
Hello everyone, I'm Clement Seggers, and I'm the main character on the show. I'm the best character on the show, and I should be the only character on the show because...
I might use that one as the announcer voice, because those of you who saw the trailer of this, of the new cartoon I'm gonna do, I used the text-to-speech voice there, so I think this one might be a good voice for the trailer, or rather the intro to the show. I've even got one here where I've changed my voice into a woman.
Hello everyone, I'm Clement Saggers, and I'm the main character on the show. I'm the best character on the show, and I should be the only character on the show because I'm the greatest character ever, and I could replace everybody.
No, I couldn't. Anyway, I'm gonna try and make the character sound a little bit Americanized when I do the show. So it's gonna be a little bit different to the main cartoons that I used to do. Will I make an electronics live stream? I really don't know about that because I don't really have much in the way of products. I mean projects at the moment. I just kind of run dry with the electronic stuff, which is why I haven't done so many videos lately. And they were kind of getting in the way of what I wanted to really do. Now, I've got a voice here which might work well for the main character, if I can find it.
Yo man, my name is like James and I'm just cool. People don't understand
Well, we know his
how
name's not
I'm
James,
Cool's
but this is
brother,
just one of the other characters.
since I'm American and he's not. Well, I'm adopted. Or something. I don't even know. I ain't gonna talk in my funny squeaky voice
I was just rambling when I did this, just saying anything.
because I talk like this, but it can understand me.
This is the kind of
Could
stupid
you,
things I do.
understand a word I said just then? I don't think so. I think I might be a good voice for one of Clem's characters in his cartoons though, when I'm talking like this. It sounds pretty good. Although,
Well, yeah, I don't know what you think of that, but I do want to show you how I put my characters, how I put my drawings into Flash, so I'm going to do that right now. So I've made this little video about how I do it. I'm going to upload this onto YouTube separately later as well, but I'm going to show you that. It's only about 5 minutes long or so. You should be able to see it. I hope it comes through. So, here we go. Okay, this is CoolDudeClem here. Now I've finally found a screen recorder I can use with this laptop. I'll show you a little bit of the process that goes into making my films. Well, making my cartoon. Yeah, you would not believe the amount of trouble I had getting this onto my laptop. Getting my screen recorded on my laptop, because I had fraps on it, but for some reason that has decided that it will no longer record the desktop. And I tried Cam Studio, but the audio kept going out of sync, and the picture was all skewed and in black and white, so this one seemed to work though. So first gonna load up Flash. Hopefully my laptop won't explode while it's running all this, but we'll just have to wait and see. So I'm going to show you how I take the drawings of the characters that I've done and put them in Flash. Alright, so let's load up an create a new action script. And now I'll go to import to stage. So it takes a little bit of time the first time around. Okay, so let's go to where I've got the drawings that I want to use. Okay, let's do this guy here. So first what I'm going to do is select some of the little bits and pieces. So I've got an arm, a body, let's bring in a head. Again, I've forgotten to draw in the legs, but that's not going to really matter too much because I'm just showing you how I do this. So here we are, we've got all these little drawings now in Flash. I'm just going to separate them out so we can see them a little better. So what I've got to do now is I've got to take all this paper background out. Now you might be thinking this would take forever, but there's a very easy way to do this in Flash. First of all, I'll just select all these little parts and go to break apart so I can edit the pictures. And I'm going to use the magic wand tool. I'm going to set this to about 140 like I've got it set here. And the smoothing on to normal. So that's all okay. So select the magic wand tool, and when I click on the background, as you can see, it has only selected the background and left the rest of the drawing intact. So if I press delete, we now have one head, sans background. I'm just going to do this to the other two drawings as well. So there and there, we've got a little bit of garbage on screen here, the top and bottom, so I can just get rid of that, that's no big deal. There's a little bit there as well. There. Okay, now I want to put these three parts onto different layers so they don't interfere with each other. So I'm going to make a couple of new layers, like so. Now the head I want on the topmost layer, so I'm going to select the head and cut, and I'm going to paste that onto the top layer like so. The body needs to be on the second layer. Got to think of where each part is actually going to appear if you're looking at it in 3D. So Control X on the body, and I'll paste that onto this layer here. The arm is already in the layer I want, so we don't need to do anything with that. So I can just move these parts into place. Let's just make a new arm. I'll just copy that arm and paste another one because we're going to need two, obviously. I'll turn this one around. And let's just put that there. Put that there. And voila! We have a character. Let's give him a little smile. I'll put that on a new layer. I just need to lock these other layers first so we don't interfere with anything going on there. Just give him a little smile. Make that line a bit thicker. I like it on about 4. And there we go. There he is. Now I've done this, I don't need to do that again because I can just save this. So I'll just save it. I'll just call it something. And now, if I need to use this again, I can just bring this up and copy it into a new Flash file, and there we go. Really easy to animate in Flash. Now if I can just show you it. Oh yeah, of course. Still have the layers locked. So I can do things here like, I can take an arm and I can move it. I can move things around. Well, you get the idea. Anyway, I've got to stop recording because I'm sure my laptop does not like doing all this at once. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, my laptop's only an i3, so it was clicking up its fans quite a bit while I'm trying to do this. So, do I have a character I'm most proud of? Well, I don't know if that applies to this new show I'm doing, or if it's this, or if it's the old show. I would say, well, I'd say I'm my favourite character in the old show. This one, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I mean, I've got a lot of, I don't really know, to be honest. I think TD is probably the one that I'm most proud of, strangely enough. So, anyway, now you know how I do my cartoons. See, when I do it like that, you know, doing it in Flash, and I've got all the bits and pieces, you know, I can move them around. I know it's sort of, well, if you ever watched South Park, and I'm sure you know what South Park is like, and the animations that Monty Python did, in Monty Python's Flying Circus, that's where I got my inspiration from for how I actually do my animation. So it just takes a lot less resources to do it that way, because like I said, if I was to do cartoons the way that they're done in the proper studios, it would just take years and years and years and years, and I just don't have that kind of time. Anyway, I've got to sort out these folders now. I used to watch South Park. I used to watch it quite religiously when it came on, because, you know, I thought it was really good at the time, you know, when it was first on, and it was just simple and funny. But now it just doesn't appeal to me. It's become very dark. It's become very complicated and serious, and it's just not my kind of entertainment. I've got some files in here that don't need to be in. I don't know why there's an episode of Red Dwarf in here. I think that just accidentally got copied into there, so I'm going to put that where it should be. Okay, move and replace. I don't care, just do it. Oh yes, I have played the South Park Nintendo 64 game. I don't really think it's that good, but I do play it from time to time, just for the sheer craziness of it, you know. Right, okay, I've got some files here that were left over from something else I was doing, so we don't need those anymore. Let's see, I'm gonna put those into... I'll take these files here, I'm gonna put them into the concept art folder, if I can find it. These are like all the early drawings I did while I was developing the characters, in case you were wondering. So I've got all kinds of different like development stages of all the different characters, how they were going to look, and a few extra characters are going to be in the show, or to be more exact, episode specific characters. Oh, there's an early drawing, and another one of the early drawings. Oh, and there's me. I don't know why I'm in there, but still. I don't know about this Rick and Morty thing that you, some of you are going on about. Isn't that the characters out of Adventure Time? I'm sure that's what they were called. So I've watched a few Adventure Time episodes, and I think that's what their names are. Right, okay then. I'm just gonna do... Yeah, I think I'll have to check that out one time. I mean, have to check that out one day. So, what have we done? Okay, I've done that picture there, so we don't need to do that anymore. The only reason I watched Adventure Time is because of the, like, 80s references that they have in it. Alright, I'm going to do this one here. Let's open this in Paint. I've done most of everything in this picture anyway. I just need to do one little thing in this picture. Right, turn it the right way around. So this is part of... Now, you've seen the move, you know, that movie I did. You might remember the ships from the move. Well, this is going to be in one of the episodes where they meet the Clement series gang, and they are still on that ship that was in the move. So this is actually going to carry on from where the move left off. You know, that particular episode, it's going to carry on from where the move left off. So we're going to get to see, like, what the Clement series gang have been doing as well. And I've just screwed up here. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do crop. That's what I meant to do. Okay, we've got a little bit of a thing right here, so I just need to get rid of that. So let's go do that. And there we go. There is the front of the ship where the observation deck is. Now I can save. My voice is kind of given out, so I might actually end the live stream in a minute. I forgot to save it as a file. Okay, we'll call that one outside observation deck. And flubber dubber dub dub to you too. Don't know what you're trying to say, but flubber dubber dub dub back. Alright, I think this is the last one actually. Alright, so we've got his ship here. We've got 3 frames of animation of the exhaust. We've got the magnetic landing pads that come out the ship. Also got some streaks of stars. So I'm gonna do this one first. Alright, I need to crop this a little bit better. I need to put this like that. And like that. We can invert the colours so this actually looks like space. Streaks of light, the final frontier. Streaks of stars going by as the ship falls. Yes. And my computer's keyboard space has stopped working again. It does that from time to time. Actually, I'm gonna go now because I've, like I said, my voice is kind of giving out, and actually, I might just stay on for just a few extra minutes while I get the rest of the drawings done. So, let's get back to this. Okay, we've got a hand on a lever here, so I'll do that. Oh yeah, I forgot how to crop. And now I've forgotten what that is. Would you believe it? Yeah, I am going to stop now because I'm kind of, my mind has kind of stopped working right now and I can't really think. So, yeah, I'm going to go now. So, like I always say, because my voice is given out, my mind has pretty much just stopped working at this point. So, until next time, goodbye.